So the DOGE and Elon Musk USAID aid fight that's going on, I think the Democrats are taking the right stance. I want to say on DOGE, you have to when in terms of positioning yourself, you have to lay the groundwork of what they're doing. So it can't be we're opposed to DOGE just because it's DOGE. It has to be what they are doing is having unelected billionaires get all the information from the Treasury. They're going to pick and choose and mislead on the stuff they find to distort it. So you lay that groundwork, that's what's going to happen. And they're trying to find this meager little bit of money in these areas so they can cut taxes for the rich by an estimation of $5 trillion. And you lay that and you say that over and over because we know that tax bill is coming. You have to lay the groundwork for people to say they were right. They said this was going to happen and this is what's going to happen. Because what Elon Musk is doing is the way the Russians did when they stole the DNC emails. They selectively leaked certain things and they twisted some things. They changed some things around. That's why I'm kind of afraid about them doing connection to computers, because that seems like they can go in there and it's just I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but like they can go in there and change, what's being said and what the books look like to prove a narrative. That's why it's very dangerous to have these people inside the computer systems of the Treasury or USAID and all these institutions, because once you get access to the data and the computer systems, who's to say you're not going to change what's there to fit your narrative? They're already selectively leaking certain things. They had the big, $50 million for condoms in Gaza, Trump said, for Hamas. They're using it to make bombs. Then the next day, he upped that number to $100 million. The inconsistency is stunning, but so you have to message that and lay the groundwork for all possibilities. Yes, they're going to find possibly some waste, but also they're going to selectively leak and distort things that they find. And also, these people have access to the computer systems. Who knows what they're doing? Who knows if they're changing information around? They're stealing our data. That's how you attack that. So you take something that's kind of unpopular, which is giving aid to other countries, and you turn it into they're stealing our data. They're messing with the computer systems of the Treasury. They got all this information. Who knows what they're doing? They're got access to classified information. Now they can't do anything with it, but they can still look at it. That's how you attack that issue. Now, I'm scatterbrained right now, so I'm all over the place, but you should be able to get the gist of what I'm saying with that. You just have to pick, even though something that's unpopular like USAID or foreign aid, there's ways to position it to be in a good position. As I said, with the DOGE stuff, lay it. This is all designed to try to find, quote, some little savings of a few $1 billion that, we spend $6-7 trillion in a year. So $2 or $3 billion is like 2 or 3 hours worth of savings. They're going to try to use that to justify the billions and trillions of dollars of tax cuts, $5 trillion of tax cuts they're going to have coming later for the rich. So you have to say all this stuff out loud and repeatedly so that when it happens, you've laid the groundwork and the seeds. So it shows, hey, the Democrats, maybe they are right because they said this was going to happen and now it's happening. So you also, on that same note, you have to position yourself that they're potentially going to throw in a few trinkets for the middle class and working class in order to try to get the $1 trillion tax cuts for the rich. So you have to plan ahead for that. You have to think out your positioning, your talking points on that in advance, so when it happens, you know what to say and how to navigate that situation. It's all about positioning your messaging, playing chess, kind of, look what's coming ahead. How can you position yourself? So all this is coming, and the Democrats need to be prepared for it. My position is, they say they have a mandate. So show your mandate. You don't need Democrats' help to do anything. You let them do all of it. You want to do this, all this money you're spending, it's on you. You pass this budget. You want to cut all these benefits of working class people and tax deductions for working class people. It's on you. It's not on us to help them, because they didn't try to help us. And we have to learn our lesson. These are not people that want to work with us. They are people who only have the goal of taking power and winning elections. So they will do whatever it takes to win an election. They'll vote against, infrastructure to hold the line, but then they'll also go to the ribbon cutting. Oh, look at all this money I brought, even though they voted against it. So we have to play not the exact same game, but we have to be on a similar understanding of what's happening, being aware of what's happening.